Welcome, 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 welcome. Oh, the pre-Christmas shows are here, I guess. Yes, the pre-Christmas shows, and this microphone's too close. There we go. Alrighty, what are we up to? Title of the stream, Design. Oh yes, I do remember. Good. Right, what have we got here? OGL shaders. Okay. Let's just take a look at what I've been up to then, shall we? Yeah. Design. How do you design a program? Well, you do and you don't. There's two angles on this, so we'll go through both. Yeah, that's looking okay. Okay, let's have a look at this. Run it. Okay, whilst I'm talking, just watch that. So there's two angles on design work. One is you can't design a program at the outset and then code it, because by coding it you will eventually break the design. The other way of doing things is coding something and letting a design fall out of it. Hope you're watching that shader display, because there's something happening. How else can I put it? There's a middle ground where you have an idea of a design and you program with the knowledge of change. Which is the best to do? Well, I think it's the first one. I think the first one is the best to do. I think you should design something and then break it. Probably the best idea. Alright, well, I switched off all of that stuff that was making it wobbly last time. I know what's slowing it down, and it's not the program. There's something happening. Can you see it happening yet? I could switch off some of this stuff, couldn't I? Alright, let's try switching off some stuff. See if we can get the there we go. No, it's not wanting to go fully. Alright, can you see what's happening yet? Okay, I'll leave it a little bit more. What happens if I just down that one? And we'll down this one as well. Just for a second, see if I can get some smoothness out of my virtual machine. So what's wrong with it? Except for the stuttering, because I'm running a heck of a lot of stuff in the background. I don't think I can get the FPS to go properly. Well, the answer to the question is it's speeding up, isn't it? It still hits 1055 FPS even on when I'm running about 200 programs here. Oh God, I don't know. Yeah, that's definitely speeding up. If I leave it long enough, it'll just start blurring. Any ideas why it's speeding up? Some people call it a bug. Well, it isn't a bug. It's part of the program design that I made. it will speed up and it will speed up and speed up until it blurs. So let's close that and think about why. That's today. That's the first part of today, is to think about why our shader program is acting in such a way. Well, what we're doing is we are adding rotation each time it comes through PaintGL. But we are adding rotation on top of the rotation that we've already added. So we are adding for a cumulative rotation. So the choices we have are only add rotation once, which we're allowed to do, and that will just set it off rotating. But how do we decide the addition? Or we could reset the model before we do this. How do we reset the model? Well, if we go back to our initialization, we will have done something somewhere. We will have placed it someplace. Where did I place it? Where did I put my placement? That's your colour. And there we go. There's starting model position. And there's the other part of the problem. So our initialization of matrices is in the wrong place. And so is the starting model position. So all of that is in the wrong place. We've put it in the initialization. Well, it isn't the initialization that it's supposed to be in. We can cut that out of there quite easily. I'll just get rid of a couple of lines there. And anything to do with your model and initialization really should go here. Yeah. And that's the answer. Just move it down to here so that everything is initialized. Don't want the view set to identity. Are we using view down here? No, we are using perspective. So there you go. See, set to identity, then do the calculation. Set to identity, then do the calculation. Okay, so that's how OpenGL works. You always set it to the base identity and then you apply the modifications for which you want to happen to the model or whatever it is, the graphic. So yeah, just by moving that one little section there will bring the speed back under control. And it won't now go mental. It'll still jump around. As you can see, there's virtually nothing happening now because there's no cumulative effect going on. It is actually still working, don't worry. It's just this is way too low now. So I can probably take about 1, 2, 3 noughts out of there. Save and build. By the way, that button does save and build all at once, so I'm happy with that. There we go. Now we have full control over it. And it's not going to race away. It will always move at the same pace. Okay, close that. I think we can probably get rid of another 0. Which is fantastic if we can. And I think that's done it. Yes, that has done it. There we go. So now it is doing something which is more expected, which is linear and not just going to go loopy tunes on us. And it will stay at that speed for all eternity, I hope, he says. Right, design. How do you design a program? Well, you should do it first. That's one of the things, but I never do. I have a look at what kind of things I need, first of all, before I start my design. Oh, look, and the FPS is damn sight more stable now. That's interesting. Oh, no, we've still got the glitch. The virtual machine glitch. But now you can see that it's jumping rather than just standing still and doing nothing. Yeah, I'm happy with that result. That's a good result. Alright, you'll get a better result than me because I'm on a virtual machine with everything running in the background so that I can stream it, which is fantastic. It doesn't like that kind of thing. Design. So, yeah, I also put a document together. I installed an office, as you can see. Here we go, LibreOffice. I just took it off my Octopi thingy. There's databases, a calc, draw, and yeah, there is a central LibreOffice here, so I'll just pop you up and see what you've got. Here we go, here we go. That's what I've just been doing, shader tests. So I was doing the shader tests and simplified came out at 40. What? Want to? Okay. Came out 1400, and because I'm in a virtual box, basic color dropped about 100 FPS, which I expected it to. I put all the details in here. And yeah, there we go. Just wondering why this sized up so badly. Oh, yeah, I'm getting jitteries. Never mind. It's because of the stream. There we go. So those are the tests that we've been able to do so far. I would like to do a lot more and write a lot more shaders, obviously. But at this point in time, I doubt I'm going to be doing that. And at 2:15 on a Wednesday afternoon, we get somebody knocking at the door. Delivery. Okay. Oh. I'm just wondering where I could use something like that. No, I'll talk about that in a minute. Right. Amberskies QT. What have we got? We are going to have 3 static libs. Currently, there's nothing in them. And I'm just thinking on the research side whether we can move anything into them. What were we doing in here? Oh, right, that's the networking. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do then is under networking, I shall open that. I'm going to create new folder. The new folder will be called research. There we go. And from our research folder, I can just copy that. Okay. You're thinking, why are you doing all of this? Well, good reasons, very good reasons, as you're about to find out. Paste one folder, there we go. And that has everything in it. What don't I need? I don't need the debug, do I? What is profile? Oh, I remember, yes. Empty folders. So that we move to the waste bin. Profile, we move to the waste bin. Release, we move to the waste bin. And that should just leave us with the files that are necessary for the program. Fantastic. That's that one done. Let's hit F12. Or should I? Just happened to my dolphin. Oh, right, I just closed it, didn't I? Alright. Whoops. So now under AmberNet, Research, Amber Development. Fantastic. So if I go up, well, it'll be here, won't it, really? I'm thinking here. Oh, wow, that's a big terminal. What we got? Alright, let's just, as you can see on the right hand side of this, if I just bring it down into a normal kind of terminal, pull that to the centre. Let's increase the display so you can see it. We have, yeah, that's it. So what I need to do now is to put git add, and it's already got me, so there we go. And git status. Right, so I've got all of these new files that I've just added. Development, Amberskies, in research for AmberNet SL. Fantastic. So that's how I can add items to the Git. Now, if I type in git commit, just do that. What does the -m do? Just attaches this, I think. Research files for AmberNet. Okay, 10 files changed, blah, 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 la, 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 la. Right, yep. Now I should be able to do git, is it push? Yeah, push. Origin, I don't want master, I want development. I'm in the development branch here. Amberskies. And password will be something weird like that, I think. Okay. I think it's worked. How do I know? Development from origin, yeah. Yeah, so it's set the branch up. Development to development. That is looking quite positive. So let me just go to... Oh, yes, you want that, don't you, for passwords and things. Yeah, okay, you can handle my passwords then. I was just looking at Frustrums, wasn't I, last time I used this, so let's get rid of that. www.amberskies.org.uk. GitHub code. Amberskies QT. And has it, oh yeah, that's master. Development. Here we go. Research files for Amberskies network. And if you go in here, there is research, and these are the files for the netdev. So that's what we did the first week. All of the files for that. Okay. So I know it's working now. That's not too bad. I will just keep you though. That's fine. Clear. I'm glad I installed it this way, because on the normal bash or console that you get with Manjaro, the normal console doesn't give me this thing on the right hand side, which is good. And that's why I wanted to use the architect version, so I could install a different console called ZSH. You can go to the ZSH stuff and find out how to install it if you wish to install it yourselves on Linux. All the details will be with your repository, but it does give extra information, which I prefer. Don't know if I am never mind. But it also lets me know what state it's in, so that's good. Right, what else have we done on research? What did we do the second week? We did the launcher, didn't we? Well, the launcher, I'm going to copy, and I'm going to place that in core, because that's nothing to do with OpenGL or networks. Create new folder, call it research, and in that folder I'm just going to place my folder, make sure everything's in. Want to remove debug. Want to make sure there's only the files here that I want to send. Chat box, chat. Yep, that's good. And that's the research folder. Great stuff. So really here, it's the same. Status, and there you go. Amber Core, SL, research, and that's the launcher stuff. Commit, and the commit now is for Amber Launcher. There we go, there's the commit done. And there's me push. Username. And of course it's going to keep asking me for this because I haven't set it up not to. There we go. And there we should have it. Just check it through. Check out development. There we go. So research files for Amber Launcher are now in on the development. There they all are. So there's all the launcher files. They've now been stored onto GitHub. Good stuff. What did we do last week? We did shaders, but I've just altered it so it's correct. That was cheeky of me, really. Yeah, so I don't even have that stored in here, do I? So that can get moved to here. Yeah, move here, please. Thank you. And we'll take a copy. I've finished with it, by the way, for now, if you didn't already realise. Amber Launcher. Amber Core, here we go. This is the 3D stuff. Add a folder. There we go, call it research. Enter that, 3D. Place one folder. OpenGL shaders, fantastic. Go into that, make sure we get rid of debug. Any others? No, I really should have made it into a folder. Bad me, but it doesn't really matter. Because this is just showing you shaders and I wanted them all in the outside folder, didn't I? Yeah, because of the pathing thing. So that's shaders. If I come back to our do for here. And add status. That should be on, but yes it is. That's looking good. Commit. Amber 3D shaders. Okay, let's commit that then. And now I've committed it, we can push it. To Amberskies and some weirdo thingy there. Okay. Lovely. And there we go. 3 weeks. Coding. All saved, I hope. Here we go. Research for the shaders, the launcher and the network. All up now. On GitHub. Now I don't know if you can access this or not. Because I can. Just by clicking on my Amberskies GitHub code. The other place to go to, no, there's no, that's the way I go to GitHub. Or you could just type in whatever it says here, github.com/Amberskies. So we could put that. I want to copy that as well. Alright. Right, do it that way. Here's my notes. There we go. That's the GitHub. I don't know if you can see that properly, but that's GitHub. So if anybody wants to know what it is, it's github.com/Amberskies. If you cannot get hold of the code, let me know. If you're watching this on YouTube, place it in the comments below and I'll find out if I need to make it public or private or whatever. It should be private. It should be, but I bet it isn't. I'm not sure on GitHub. This is the first time I've really used it live. So that's the best I can do for you. But this is now the start of what I want to do. And I do want the LibreOffice back up. So we're now starting into the area of what I want to do. I wish this would open at the right scale. Oh well, can't have everything, I suppose. There we go. I will have a spreadsheet. And I will take everything on that first screen and format cells. Okay, background, colour. Something dark. That'll do. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so program design. I use spreadsheets for notes, really, I should say. Now we have Amberskies Qt. Underscore Qt. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, whatever. Can I just right click on it? Amberskies. Thank you. Under Amberskies Qt, we have the following folders, which are those three. So Amber 3D SL. SL stands for Static Library, because that's what we'll be making over these couple of days. On the coding side, Amber Core SL. And the last one, AmberNet SL. This will holds all OpenGL files. This is going to be the core program files, and this is going to be all the network files. Why do you do it on that one? I don't understand. What did I do different? There we go. Spelt it wrong. There we go. Right, so that's sorted all that lot out. Just as a side note, research files have been added to each SL. Full stop. That's lovely. Now, the good thing about having research files, whoops, no, you don't do that, obviously. File, save as, okay, what we're going to do this as, we shall do this as qt underscore files notes. There we go. So that's in my documents. That's in here. So now I should be able to open my documents and we get our little thingies. That's good news. Alrighty. Where's my coffee? This isn't looking too bad so far. It's starting to look a bit more organised. That's bad for me, usually. Right. Coffee's going cold, so let's try and drink some more of that. Oh, I can tell it's getting cold outside. Alright, the next stage is we are going to be splitting these down. Well, these are work groups, aren't they? Really. We're going to work on which one today? I'm not sure that I'm happy to do any of them yet. I think the network is the only one where I've had major success. So really that's the only one I could think of. Now when you come down to designing something, it can often get pretty messy, is all I'm going to say. In fact, I wouldn't use something like this to no. What I would use is a whiteboard. Yeah. Or a file. Just a standard text file at the beginning. It's got to read me. Now if I start altering things, I'll have to pull that step back down, won't I? Alright, I could use this. Amber 3D underscore SL. Then we have Ambercore underscore SL. And this is really the beginning of, I don't know if I can view. Zoom, here we go. Enlarge, Control++. Control plus plus. There we go, that's better. Alright, yeah, we can see that now, that's better. Right, let's open it up a bit. Let's just get this last heading in, which is AmberNet. AmberNet. Now, you're probably going to say, you're writing the whole thing, Blaze. Why do you need notes? Well, that is because these are the last 3 days before Christmas, and after Christmas is the new year. And in the new year, I'm actually going to start doing this, but I want to program or continue to program the MMO, which I've been doing as a train of thought all the way through the last few series that I've made for YouTube. Oh, if you're wondering how to find me on YouTube, it's like this. You just go you go to youtube.com. Alright, go to YouTube. I don't want that, do I? Don't know. Okay. So go to YouTube, search Amberskies. And yes, you can all have a laugh now because I'm not doing cosplay. I'm the other one. Alright? Not the cosplay one. I'm this one here. Alright, so you just click on that and you come through to me and this is what you get. Okay. So you get all of this. Let me just switch that sound down. Oh no, it's coming through on the microphone here. Sorry, on the headset. You get all of my videos plus playlists. Now, created playlists is the one you want the heading for. If you've got a drop-down menu, make sure it says created. Alright? And then you will get access to all of these. And the one that I want you to look at over Christmas, QTC++, loading a 3D model. That's a good one to look at. Learning C++ with Qt, that's a good one to look at. So I've got 2 Qt ones here. There's a C++ bits and pieces. The Thinking Club is a predecessor to this stream. The Game Club, there's tons of stuff in there for the MMO stuff. I think this is it's got stuff in for the MMO. Oh, it's got a lot of stuff in here that you can look through. So there's plenty to look through over Christmas, put it that way. R&D, no. So I would say that's a predecessor to this stream. I don't know what I was doing on that one. I was messing with something. Okay. Fair enough. So there are a few ones to look at here. But over Christmas time I'm going to be relaxing, chilling out and having a holiday. So I'll be doing things like Long War. That's season 2. No, I want this one here. Blades vs Aliens I'll be doing. And a bit of naval action, of course. Anything that says a programming club is predecessor to this. So yeah, there's a lot in this one. There's a lot of there's a false start. There's showing you how you can go wrong. In other words, I got it wrong. There's everything. I mean, I'm honest about everything. I record everything. So, onwards and upwards. AmberNet SL. What do we have to do? Except cough and splutter everywhere. Have I got something for my throat? I'll try that. So, Amber SL. First of all, describe it. What is it? AmberNet is... AmberNet static library stores classes stores the class and functions for use with the Amberskies network. I'm going to copy that. Oh. Thank you. And that is Amber S. I put an S on it. Why have I put an S on it? Don't know. Amber 3D. So, Amber 3D. Static library stores class and functions for use with the Amberskies. Open GL rendering. Okay. Go to this one, tab, and Amber Core static library stores class and functions for use with the Amberskies client. Maybe more than just the client. We'll see. We'll see. Now, we are going to have to choose a namespace. Namespace for AmberNet is going to be, well, net. No. I think we'll call our namespaces after the titles. So we'll give AmberNet and namespace folder. Now, if you don't quite know what that means, it means that I will be namespacing every single file. There's two ideas of namespacing. The first one is that namespacing should be used for stopping clashes between variable names and things like that. But there's another use for namespaces. It can tell you where in your file system something is. So I use the title and then I use the folder as a namespace. So in this case, Amber 3D. 3D, thank you. And this is important, and I'm going to give you an example. Actually, I might give you an example tomorrow. I just wanted to go through the beginnings of this today. And see if I can get something working that's okay. Alright, let's just try saving this out. File, save. Actions. Here we go. There we are. ls. That's okay. Now there's a dot come up here. So I'm not overly sure how to use Git. So I'm going to do a bit here. Your branch is up to date. Modified. README. Okay. So I can now use git add. Actually, I'll just do the same thing and see what happens. Alright, so it's changed colour. That means it's ready to be committed. Okay. So I can now commit it. Update to README. Describing folders. Or namespacing, describing namespacing. Yeah, okay. '21 insertions, yep, that's okay. Now I've got an A1 here, so that means I can push. Yes. There we go. I hope this works. Because if it does, we've got it sorted. It'll be interesting anyway. Alrighty. So according to me now, we're back to that. So yellow means there's something there to be added. Green means it's been added and can be committed. That means it's been committed. And back to that, yeah. Alright, I'm learning these little dots and marks and things. So that should be that done. I just want to go and see what mess I've made on this. Time skies QT. It's worked. Oh yes. That's better. Right, well I want to show you what I mean. We'll try AmberNet. What I want to do is I want to add a file to AmberNet. So, here we go. This is AmberNet. The first thing that you would do before adding anything is deciding what should it be added to. Now, our research was on TCP. But it doesn't say that. Oh yes, it does. It does in the titles, at least. I've put TCP in the titles. Okay. Right, so how would I add TCP server to... It's not ready to be added though, is it? Here. I would first of all open a folder for it. And the reason why I'd open a folder and then I'd place it in that folder and then I would edit it within the folder. After doing that, to add it to the final part, you have to come back up to the top here and do the profile. Where's the profile? It doesn't show. Have I got Amberskies Qt within here? I might have. I don't think I've created them. There's no profile. Alright. So, keep that open a sec. New project. Library. Shared or static. C++ library. Choose. Name. AmberNet_SL. And I have turned on upper and lowercase within the Qt creator. It's under tools options, so that I can have it like this. I don't want it there. Desktop, I'll have it in there, please. Okay, and it'll give me a warning here. It'll say that the project already exists. So I'll just put next. Yeah, thanks. Build system QMake, yeah. Shared library. Static library, please. Core, yeah. Core. It puts in... It automatically puts in 2 files so that it's got something to build. That's all they are for. So if you try and build it, it will produce an empty library. So that's what those 2 are for. And I put in next. Absolutely not. Absolutely yes. Okay. Add to version control Git. So it's sensed or it's picked up that we're using Git, and we've got a git ignore. Finish. Okay. So now what we should have is the correct things. If I go back to desktop and reopen that, we now have a profile. Good. Where did it put the git ignore? Control. Hidden files. There it is. And it's put a load of stuff in git ignore. So I want a copy of that file. Copy here. There you go, that's that done. Just have to make sure I've got it. Okay. control. Hidden files. Thank you. Alrighty. We're doing well here. So we've now opened ourselves a static library in the name of AmberNet that now exists. And there it is. As you can see, it's added quite a lot of files already. To add files properly, you can do it from here, or you can do it manually by going into this profile. As you can see, it says static lib GUI, depreciated, and these are the only sources and headers that we've got. You can add them manually if you wish to. It's your choice. Okay. Now, this becomes an interesting thing because it actually says it's in development, which is correct. So if I come down to Git here, current project, blah, 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 local repository, here we go, commit. As you can see, it says select all, and it's got the git ignore, it's got the CPP, the H, and the pro. I will be putting something probably in ambernet_sl.h. I'm going to use that as probably a common header file area. I usually use common.h for that. It's your choice. That's correct. I know it's tracking. But it's not going to work. Version control, here we go. It doesn't give general. Wait a minute, general. Oh, it might do it then. It might do it. Okay. So what I can do, or what I should be able to do now, is AmberNet created. Created using Qt Creator. There you go. Okay, it's committed the 4 files. Am I allowed to push them? So, local repository, blah, 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 amend last commit, blah, 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 branches, no, remote repository, just push. No such file or directory. Really? Have I not got that? Have I not got SSH AskPass on? So it's telling me I haven't got a file. SSH. It looks as though I haven't. Open SSH. Open SSH AskPass. Alright, so install. Yeah, okay, let's try it. Open SSH -ask pass. What was this one again? Let's see, I think it might be that one. Yeah, okay. Open SSH, ask pass. Apply. Let's see if that'll work. Tools. Git. Remote. I'm not really bothered if it does or it doesn't. Okay, F12. SSH ask pass. Command not found. Open SSH ask pass. I might have to actually, yeah. SSH. We do have SSH, don't we? Yes. Okay. SSH. On there. Info. Qt4 -SSH -ask pass. Alright, F12. Qt4 SSH ask pass. F12. File name specified line 0 function. Okay, that's fine. Is that supposed to run as a daemon? Runs at login stage to require, if any, in order to log in with SSH on remote computers. This isn't the right one. No, that's not the right one. Sorry, mate. Remove. You're the wrong one. Oh, I see what it does. Does that. No, I've got this thing in the middle of my screen. Great. That's fine. I don't mind having a thing in the middle of my screen. I'll have to look at this some other way, I think. Yeah, okay, we're alright there. So, interesting though it may be, I bet it's going to freeze the computer now. Please don't lock me up. yeah, I think we're in a good place now where we can start putting together all the bits, all the details needed. Did I do a header? I think I did. So we'll check that. Everything that goes into a library should be headed with at least a copyright usage. Just saying, hey, you can use it, you can do what the heck you want with it. Have fun. Even if that's what it says, it should have some kind of details. So I think I've already created one. We'll soon see. I will not be committing that way. Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty, just open it here, can't I? And there it says A1. Okay. Push. Oh no, it's git push, isn't it? I can do it from here. I don't really care. Amberskies, obviously. And the rest of the details. Oh, there we go. I've still got a dot. Why do I have a dot? Something's not right. Oh, right, yes. I've forgotten about you, haven't I? Whoops. What am I doing? Don't really matter, does it? Git add dot slash is the easiest way of doing it. Yeah, it's gone green now. Thank God for that. Let's get a commit. There we go, and we can push that up as well. It's not too bad to use this, actually. I'm quite impressed that github.com, manually done, seems to work alright. There we go, all done. That's you done. But now we have a full AmberNet. This is where we have to be more careful. I think I actually put it in one of these. So it should be... but it's on this one. Yes, it is. Because I usually copy it from something like this, don't I? Right, let's have a look at you. Don't need to stay open. Alrighty, let's add this in, shall we? Some people don't think it's very important, but I do, because it reminds me of what the heck I'm doing, with what, when. There we go. Project created by Fraser Sharp on November. No, this is December. And it's 04. December the 4th. And This is AmberNet. Email, yeah. And I want to add. If you don't keep moving, can I just... Thank you. All I wanted to do was that. Copy. And we'll add Github. Colon V. There we go. All code is free to use as you please. Please be aware that the open source license given by Qt. Blah blah blah. Okay. That covers my backside. Contact email, website, Twitch, YouTube. Looks good. That's a good header. So we'll keep that header. Perfect. No, I'll put it into beginning. Like that. That's better. Not D, it's S. Alright, anything else in here? Yeah, there's this one. Should really put it in here as well, to be quite honest with you. And that becomes a hash. Alright, let's just... What am I doing? Control Alt. Hash. Bit quicker. There we go, that's that one done. All files now have a header. I'll put that here. Reason being, when you click between the two, it shouldn't move, because it's very off-putting when it does. Yeah, that one's going to have to move. I'm not putting a space in there. Just for that. Although I should. Right. I think we're set up now. Obviously, what we have to do is do the other two. And then we can start adding files at that point. Interesting. Yeah. Project, yeah, okay. Alright. That's all I wanted to do. So that I know that I'm on the right one now. What I'm doing is I'm setting this up for after Christmas, for the development of these libraries. Because that's going to be the first stage, is going to be a library development. You've seen that I like to test things to make sure that they work. Well, a lot of this has now already been tested as working, but some of it isn't correct. And that's interesting. I've tested stuff that is not correct, and it works. To me, that's always dodgy. It means that something is probably doing a correction for me, and I've got to be careful about that. So what I'll do is I'll add a new project. It's going to be a library. We'll choose it. We will choose the next library. Ambercore underscore SL. Okay. Already exists, so I know that I've got it right. And it knows where to be, so that's okay. Next. QMake, yes please. Shared, nope. Static, yes. Core. Perfect. Next. Next. Knows about Git. Finished. Fantastic. That's you done. Ambercore, here we are. There we go. Copy. And that's you nearly finished with. V. Return. That's you done. This is Ambercore though. There we go. Go up the headers, do the headers properly, like that. And of course, we'll do the profile properly as well. Okay. And that's core. So this is how you set up a program to be designed. I always find using static libraries is probably your best hope of success, because even if you don't succeed in what you set out to do, you will succeed in at least getting a library which is useful. You know, it's okay. Just click you off. You off. Yeah, you're off. Off. Okay. So that's you done. Yeah. Alright, we're okay now. I need to commit that. So that is just tools. Git. Current project. No. Local repository. Commit. And this is Ambercore. Ambercore created using Qt Creator. Are all those modified? Really? Using copy and paste. Ah, right, okay. Why is that one modified? Don't care. Next. How do I close this one? Diff. Okay, get rid of you. Thank you. Select all. Okay. Commit you lot. Committed 10 files. Thank you. That's all I wanted. Now we want to do the last one, don't we? So it's new project. Library. Choose. Yes. We want to choose you as a library. And this is Amber3D_SL. Last one. So this is preparation. Always prepare to succeed. Static, please. Core. Fantastic. Next. Done. Desktop done. Git done. Finished. Done. Right. So if I'm careful at this time, it shouldn't mess these up. Copy. Bye. Yeah. Oops. Better do that. Yeah, that looks okay. Amber 3D. Blah, blah, blah. Copy. And save. Done. Header file. Return. Save. Done. Profile. Copy. Close so I don't alter it. Pro V return. Okay, that's core. I want Amber 3D. Save. Done. Check. Amber 3D, yep. Amber 3D, yep. Everything looks good. Tools. Git. Local repository. Commit. And that's correct now. Okay. And this is Amber 3D created using Qt Creator. The reason why I don't put any dates and stuff in here is because it does it all for you, all that kind of thing. So there you go, that's a commit. So I've got 2 now to go up. Alright, that's okay. Everything's committed that I want. That is fantastic, and we now have all 3 of these to work on. Yep. Fantastic. Version control, don't need to see you anymore, just close. And actions, open a terminal. Ooh. Don't need you anymore. Bring me terminal in. Control, make it a bit bigger. So we have all of them now, and we have 2 active. So we've got 2 commits, or 2 additions, I think that means. I think, A2, there you go. Make it up yourself, I suppose, at this point. All I really want to do is commit it. No, I don't. All I want to do is done the commit, so it's just push. And some kind of thing here. I will hopefully get this automated into Qt Creator. I'm not sure, it needs a password activation. Right, so now if we open this, crossing my fingers that don't need that. If you come to the development branch here, you should get them all. Oh, that's a shame. I did want that one. saying the right thing, but never mind, it just overflowed. So yeah, we should have all of these things in, and they should all have the correct thingies. Yeah, they do. There's no readme there. Should I add readme files? Because I've got the main one. And the research is in. I don't know why that empty directory is. No, it doesn't. These aren't included, so you can actually access the research separate from 3DSL. The only things that are included in the 3DSL are those two files there. So you can control what you have inside. Anything that goes into the research directory you won't find in here. Put it that way. And I haven't marked the research files probably, but I'm not bothered about research files. They can just do what they want. So hopefully, if you look at the master, there's nothing there. It's all empty. Alright? But if you swap to development here, can I make that default? Master, default. How do I change that? I don't know. Development. So if you change to development, you'll get all the files. And I'm going to have a look at all of the lovely, lovely bits and pieces. But here we go. We've started up some notes. And hopefully, this will be my first amalgamation or rebase to the master. I would like to do that before Christmas, so that development and master are at the same. I want to pull that lot over, so I guess it's a pull request. Create a pull request. Right, I'll work out how to do that myself, I think, offline. Yeah, because I'm actually in an area where I have no idea what I'm doing. And I need to read. I need to read properly. And I can update that now. Contributions. Ooh, yes. Activity. There we go. And there's the activity that I've just been doing. Lovely. That's all worked. I think I'm happy with that. I've covered the basics now of where we are supposed to be headed. We're setting up static libraries. Now, static libraries can be included into anything that you want. We have no files in our static libraries, but we now at least have our research saved within there. That's a bonus. Looking under research, I think that tomorrow we can start adding to the static libraries themselves. I think we're at the stage now where we can. And I think it's going to be this stuff here. It's netdev, these files. Don't need. Main, don't need. Doesn't do anything, does it? It's got an example in there, but doesn't really matter. it looks like the folder's going to be TCP server.h. Oh, no, just TCP server, isn't it? Why I'm umming and ahhing? Because I know that that file and that file are probably, and this file, are generic enough to make a UDP server as well. Because Qt handles both of them in the same way. The only difference is the name. And behind the scenes it changes everything, rather than give you the problem of changing everything. So I wouldn't mind writing a UDP server before I commit to this, because I might just be able to say server and type. So just put this up here. No, don't do it there. So, for instance, let's just pop a text file. Okay, text file, that'll do. Right, there's a text file. What I am actually thinking is, let's give it a bit of space. Control plus 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 plus. What I'm thinking of doing is like a command, Amber server. No, it's star server. Star server would equal a new Amber server and then TCP. That's the command I would like to issue. And this, when in design processes, this then becomes very, very important. Because what I'm talking about is having one set of code that will do that. It will also do, I haven't talked about UDP, have I? Well, I'm not going to. Not today anyway. UDP, which is a different type of server. Totally different type of server. So that's what I would prefer. I think what I would need to do is write the UDP one. Maybe that's the first thing we should do after Christmas. Write the UDP server, compare it to the TCP server, and see if the two can be amalgamated into one large Amber server. And do it that way. I mean, writing the commands like that is not a problem. That's what C++ is all about, isn't it? It's all about making up your own language. But if I can get that, that would be so much easier. Really? It means I can run multiple, how can you put it? Multiple levels of security and protocols upon the servers themselves, and I can actually have two servers running side by side within the same program, doing two completely different things. That's not how I want to use it, though. I just want to be able to use the same code for each server, and I want to write multiple servers rather than have them all in one bit of code. What I would do, probably, oh gosh, write the UDP server files and compare with current TCP files to see if they can be combined into one set of files. So I think they can. Not sure. Really, I'm not sure. That would make design choices that would definitely make design choices something more interesting. There we go. Pop that over there. Anything else I need today? I don't think so. I think I've gone far enough down the road of setting things up. I mean, that is just a very, very minimalistic, basic setup of files and starting to put some structure into the final program itself by declaring how we're going to do things. And as long as we do things correctly and we stick to doing things in a certain way, that is why I mentioned the namespaces here. So why I mentioned all the namespace stuff here is just to say this is going to be a standard format. And as we get more standard formats, we have to add them here. Let's see, so it's going to be 3 static libraries to be used for development as follows. There we go. So now you know why I put SL on the end. I always tag them because there is a different type. There is a dynamic library, and that would be a DL. So you can have SL or DL on my files, or main headings. If you do write a program, by the way, you would write it in this space here. Just out of interest, and then you can hook into these 3 quite happily and very easily. None of them have been built yet. Bad me. Bad. I'll forget otherwise. And if I do forget, it'll cause all kinds of problems when I get to this later. So you're up top, aren't you? Can we just build you? lib amber3d underscore sl.a. That's what I want to see. Can I just build core? That's libambercore.a build and ambernet.a. That's good news. Right. Okie dokies. So we've got those built. That's what those empty files were for, by the way. So we can build them. This means that we now have the libraries. Empty, but we have them. So if I wanted to use the network library, I will find it in here. And hey presto, there it is. It's that one there. That's your library. So that's what you would link to for your C++ program. To do something like that, it's actually quite funny. I've shown you how to set it all up, so I may as well show you how to link it. What you would do is you'd say I don't really want to do a new program. Think. Okay. I want to show you how to link them without breaking everything that I've just created. Open file or project. Why will it only go to desktop? Thank you. Shaders we were working on last. That one. There we go, and that jumps to life. Let's just make sure everything's working okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Perfect, it's done exactly what it should have done. It can't find its shaders. That's, as soon as you move it, that's a different matter altogether. Where are the shaders? Oh, they are there. That's because I forgot to clean and rebuild. It's looking, trying to look for me shaders in here somewhere, when actually they are now down here in research. Ah dear, I don't know. No, it's not gonna. I'll have to redo it. For that, I have to get rid of all the mock files for it to change its mind on things, or tell it where the shaders are. That's the other choice we have. That's okay. So that's working all right. What you would do, for instance, say the shaders were in here. Okay, so you would have the shaders in here. You would put add library. Okay. External. Next. Well, it'll tell you what it's expecting here. So I'm on Linux, it wants a .so or a .a. On Windows, it'll tell you what it wants as well. So, of course, if you create these on Windows, it'll give you the correct library. Pretty obvious, really. So external library would be browse, and you would go home, desktop, there we go, net, debug, and there it is. Ta-da! The include path would be to wherever, well actually it's just debug taken off. You just take that off the end. I think that's all there is at the end, isn't there? Yeah. So you just take the debug off the end, and then it will work as expected using the namespaces, as you will see. Link static. Yeah. You can add it for anything. Library inside debug or release folder. Yeah. Add D suffix. So it's done everything. Alright. And now what happens when you press next is it tells you what it's going to do. And then your profile, this will be added to your .profile here. Or no, sorry, I'm OGL shaders.pro. So this all gets added to it, and it tells Qt where to find all the libraries and how to include them. So it's got libs being added, the include paths and the dependencies, and all the rest of it. Okay. I have to cancel because I don't want to do that. Lovely. I'm not bothered about it not working, and I'm not going to fix it, because that's not the point of this. Right. Because that's all going into the network now, the network folders. There will be a folder for shaders. Yeah, why not? I mean, that can be started at any time. I can probably pop that one in. Yeah, okay. I think we're nearly now at the right area of development, and that's me 2 hours up of mumbling and grumbling around and deciding upon which way we're going to do things. So we've finalised everything, that tomorrow we are going to set up our network folder. And we are going to create a new main for this. So we are going to use our research, that one, to do our netdev. And we are going to follow the instructions that we've given ourselves, and we'll do it properly. Excellent. I am happy with that. Are you happy with that? Yeah, I think I am. I'm quite pleased that things are at least going smoothly, and we now have Github up and running. I would like to know if you can access it or not. Obviously, if you can't, if you're on YouTube, let me know in the comments. If you're on Twitch, send me a message saying I can't access your GitHub. The Amberskies GitHub for Qt, and I'll know exactly what you mean, because I think I've done something wrong in the setup of it, and I don't know. I've got no way of testing it. Crazy great. It all looks fine to me, but again, I don't know how it's going to respond to other people and things like that. Anyways, I've got a little bit of music here for you. What we got? So, get some music going. It's been an interesting start to this development. It didn't go great at the beginning. I seem to have found a path, a way of doing things. I think the initial design pattern for structuring our development is good. because we can separate everything off and keep things modular. And I'm hoping that people who want to join along, have suggestions or get involved with the code, it's your choice. Think about it over Christmas. Do you want to become a developer for Amberskies? That'd be nice to have somebody else helping me out. There is things like, what's it called, Discord and things like that for Amberskies, but you'd have to look on the Patreon site for that, for details about that stuff. You can reach the Patreon site quite happily. It's just below this video that you're watching live, or it's on the little P at the top right hand side on YouTube. So on YouTube it is there, it's that little P there, Patreon. So pop there if you want to know. Alrighty, I want you to take care, and above all, have fun.